History, as you learned it, was clean, organized, and polite, full of dates, heroes, and victories. But real history was messy, loud, and often uncomfortable. So many parts were edited, skipped, or simplified, not because they were unimportant, but because they were inconvenient. History is written by survivors, rulers, and storytellers, not always by the people who suffered most. Empires did not rise because they were destined. They rose because someone else failed. Famine weakened rivals, disease wiped armies, and luck played a larger role than textbooks. Admit famous leaders were not always brilliant. Many made terrible mistakes and survived long enough for others to clean up the mess. Inventions were rarely solo genius moments. Most were accidents, improvements, or stolen ideas repackaged nicely. Ancient wars were not glorious. Most soldiers were hungry, scared, poorly trained, and just hoping not to die for a king they would never meet. Civilizations, you were told, collapsed overnight, usually fell, slowly weakened by corruption, climate change, economic stress, and internal conflict. Long before the final blow, heroes often had dark sides and villains, sometimes built systems that lasted centuries, which makes history morally uncomfortable, so it gets simplified. Discoveries were not always discoveries. People already lived. Their knowledge already existed, and credit went to whoever wrote first and loudest. Peasants built empires, not kings, slaves, constructed wonders, not rulers, and women shaped history constantly while being written out of it, because someone decided their stories were secondary. Even progress came with suffering. Industrial growth meant child labor, scientific breakthroughs meant dangerous experiments, and expansion meant displacement and death. History never told you that many revolutions replaced one elite with another, or that borders were often drawn by people who never visited the land. History loves clear endings, but real events blur into each other with no neat conclusions. Even today, history is still being written, filtered, and debated. What you are told depends on who is teaching and why. The past is not fixed. It is interpreted, and reinterpretation makes people uncomfortable because it challenges pride, identity, and power. So uncomfortable. Truths are softened, jokes help swallow them, and silence does the rest. What history never told you is that the past is not a straight line of improvement. It is a cycle of learning, forgetting, repeating, and occasionally improving. And the most important lesson is not memorizing dates, but questioning stories. Because the moment you stop asking who benefits from this version of history, you become part of the next one that leaves something out. Thanks for watching. If you want more, please like, share, and subscribe.